eye-awakening moment for me. The Brooms, Nathan and Monty and Jackie and them, they didn't know anything about my family environment, my family life at home. They didn't know anything. They never asked me questions, and I didn't share anything because I was embarrassed, and I didn't want them to feel like I was a burden on them. Monty, like I said, Monty was the first man that I ever loved that showed me love in return. Again, I was taught one way, but this is a guy who don't look like me, so you can imagine the confusion that I had during those early years. I remember a time, Monty, they had a rod lawnmower, so the times I was over there, I can remember watching them, cut the grass. And one day, Monty asked me and his son, Nate, who wants to cut the grass on a rod lawnmower? I raised my hand really quickly, I'll do it, because I wanted to impress him, and I wanted to get approval from him because I was longing from that from a father standpoint. So I remember riding the lawnmower, and I was doing pretty well going, up and back. But then I had to try to go around the mailbox to cut the grass around the mailbox. And when I tried to do that, I cut the entire mailbox down. Yes, that stomp is still there right now. After 3 years. Yes, but when that happened, I was like, oh my God. He's gonna yell, he's gonna scream at me, he's gonna tell me I can never come over. Is he gonna whoop me? Is he gonna hit me? Because my whole experience, if I did something wrong, I got punished. But this didn't happen at that time. He said, George, I appreciate you volunteering to try to cut the grass. And then from that point, I knew Monty was the guy for me. Monty, at that time, he was the only person who did not look at me as somebody who probably was going to sell drugs or work at a local factory. I spent a lot of times in the projects, slums, if you can imagine, the worst of the worst. When I got into high school, I had multiple jobs to try to help out my mom and my siblings. One day, I was in the 10th grade. I remember getting off the bus, walking toward our apartment. I saw a bunch of furniture and, stuff out in front of the apartment, and I'm like, that looked like that's our stuff, but I couldn't, I wasn't close enough to see. Then all of a sudden, as we got closer to the apartment, I found out that was our stuff and we got evicted. And I'm like, what is going on? Because I know I was giving my mom money out of my paycheck every 2 weeks, and like I said earlier, my dad